Hello everybody. Today I have a big showcase. So you can see behind me there is an empty case. Here, completely empty. So something's got to go in there, right? How about my entire Welly collection? Now I don't know if they're gonna fit. I didn't count them out, but this will be fun to go through them. You can see I have some to open, and we can go through each one, spend a second on all of them. You don't see too many videos about Welly Diecast on YouTube, so I figured this was a good chance to do this. This is probably my only chance to do this. Get them nice in the case, and I can show you every single one. So I get them from various sources. Of course, it's harder to buy them brand new in the US. So sometimes you got to settle for lots with slightly used ones, like this Alfa Romeo Spider. This is the only one in small scale, 3-inch scale, I believe. Welly does a very nice job on it. Spider emblems, V6. Nice headlight details, grille. This is kind of like the current era of Welly. You will see, we will go through a lot of different eras. This one does not have suspension, but this one's going to go right up at the top in Alfa Romeo. Next up, we have this Audi A4. Yes, this is a custom from Diecast Car Guru, custom painted turquoise. They did do a turquoise version like this, which I didn't know. I wanted a turquoise one, and I told him to paint me a turquoise one. So yeah, this thing's pretty awesome. I don't know if this casting's still around. It does have the newer wheels on it. They don't copyright them though. That one. So in the case now we get to open a couple. This is the Audi Q3. Audi Q3. Take a look. I believe we get the Q3s in the US. I was just by the Audi dealership. I should have stopped, but this video I kind of just planned randomly. I would have stopped to check. Well, we got a Welly error here. The headlight has totally migrated from where it was supposed to be. Hopefully I can just erase that off and paint a new one on there. I like the flat black trim on the bezels down there. The grille is very nice. It looks like a separate piece. And the chrome detailing is pretty cool. I think these are newer rims that Welly's using. Q3 on the rear. Nice Audi emblem. And this nice metallic orange. Brown. So yeah, you're going to start to see this case fill up. Here we have another one. So some of these Speed City packaging are Japanese packaging. And then the green packaging here is Europe. So Europe and Canada and everywhere but the US and Japan. Because this is how the Japanese packages look. See, it's only Japan on there, except for the trademarks are in English for some reason. But everything else is in Japanese. This is the Audi Q7, by the way. I don't think there's very many of these in 164. You got the nice, or any other besides this. Got that nice chrome detailing on the grille again, a little bit of flashing on the grille. Like, these aren't the greatest quality vehicles, but I do, just like Tomica. Well, Tomica's much better quality, but I love the charm of them. Yeah, they're cheaper materials, but like really, like this plastic on the base, it's chintzy. But they do cool castings. Can't pass them up. And if you find them from the right place, they're pretty cheap anyway. So the tires are cool because they are plastic, but they are treaded. It's very nice. They look very nice. That is the Audi Q7. One more Audi here. This is an older one. You can, if you guys are big diecast junkies, then you will know that these, well, wait a minute, those are Maisto rims, and you would be correct. Welly did work with Maisto for a little bit. The casting's its own thing, but they did share the wheels and the suspension systems, which this one does not have. But yeah, super, super cool. I don't know if this one ever wound up having the modern two-piece rims. I believe they're two-piece. That or the centers are just painted. Yeah, these might be two-piece. Yeah, they're definitely two-piece. You can see the flashing on the chrome there. Even though it's not rubber tires, they're still two-piece, like Tomica Premium rims where they just snap together. That one's on the Maisto rims. Moving into BMW, we have this X5. This is, yeah, X5. This is a pullback, so this one does get rubber tires. You can see, I'm not going to mess around with them too much because you can see it's already cracking. They dry rot. But the pullback ones do get rubber tires. And a lot of the mainline castings do get pullback versions. The pullbacks are always all screwed together. So it just depends on whatever you find or whatever you prefer. Some people do prefer the rubber tires and will get the pullbacks. I really don't care for the pullbacks because they have this block down here. So, but it is what it is. You know, this is available in the regular freewheeling style if you want it. Same body, just different base, of course. But it doesn't completely matter. I do like the rubber tires. Here's a Z4, right? Oh, Z3. BMW Z3 Roadster. Nice headlight details. BMW badge. And your taillights. I don't know if that's like super glue. Oh yeah, whatever it is came right off. Yeah, not in terrible condition. Just added this one from a big purchase from Japan, which is where most of these like somewhat used ones have came from. Anyway. Oh, see, this one does get suspension. Some of them do, some of them don't. The pullbacks are not going to get suspension. Moving into C for Cadillac. Yes, they did do an Escalade. It is super small, but it is super cool. Actually, probably compares nicely to the Matchbox. We have the Welly Cadillac Escalade. Nice big chrome grille, separate piece. Cadillac emblem is detailed. Headlights look good. And so do the taillights. Cadillac emblem on the back. Escalade. They detail them very similar to how Tomica does with just the paints. I don't know where this rubbing comes from. Oh, because that's the side it was in the packaging. So that's the packaging that rubbed. Maybe the paint was still wet when they put it in there. The mirror too. This one, it gets the dull rims though, which is weird. It's Cadillac. They should be big chrome rims. We have another Maisto era. This is a Chevy Caprice Taxi. The sign is just massive. The Maisto one was not that big. I don't know if this is the same casting as the Maisto. They both did Caprices. I think this is different because the Maisto one was longer and sits lower, I believe, but who knows. But yeah, that's your Welly Chevy Caprice. And I believe this is a Welly. I didn't really look for much information on it, but this is a Chevy Chevette. And I think this is an older Welly casting. Back from their Tomica era, where they used to work with Tomica, or maybe not work with them, but copied them. I have a few of those coming up here, but this is not a Tomica. This is, I don't know where this casting came from. Maybe this isn't a Welly. Maybe I'll have to correct this later, but I think this is. And here you have an even older Welly. Like, this is chintzy as can be. Those rims are kind of Zymax looking. This is a Ford Sierra, or as we got it in the US, the Merkur XR7. Love the wing on that. Yeah, very simplistic, but super cool. I love the Sierras and Mercers, so I always grab them when they're in 164. I got the Mazda ones. I got the Matchbox one. Oh, did Matchbox do one? I think if they did, I think I have it, but I don't remember. I don't remember what it is. Here we have a GMC Yukon. This one's another pullback with the actual rubber tires. It's funny that it wears off on that rear end there. Probably from spinning the tires. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Love the color. The GMC Yukon Denali. And just another super weird one for Welly to do. Being a European brand. They're just, oh, let's do a Yukon. But you can see how diverse this case is getting already, and we're only in the C's, or, well, G. A to G. Moving on to Honda. This is a brand new casting for 2024 from Welly. Yes, they still make new stuff. This is the Civic EG6. I feel like this casting's just a little bit big, but it's still an EG6, and, you know, you must add them to your collection or else Shingo will hunt you down. And he will. Pretty cool though. It's a little big, but I don't think the proportions are too weird. I think that roof might be a little high, but it's nicely done. All the details are there. Honda badge up front, flat black hood for some reason. Headlights look good. Taillights, Honda emblem on the deck lid. And that's all you get. Of course, the treaded tires. Civic EG6. Oh, they even do put the EG6 on there. Normally, that isn't. Well, I think Hot Wheels does it, so. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it looks funny. It almost looks like it's proportioned like the car from Initial D. Just, you know, skinny and tall. And then we got a pair of Hondas here. See, this is what I'm talking about. Some of these castings come from the transition era where the wheels switch, the wheel design. This one's from the Maisto era, but carried over into their, I guess, their own era. I don't know what to call it anymore. The NEX era, because that's what the Welly NEX, the new exploration of models, whatever that means. But these are Hondas. These are not Acura Lincoln RSX. Yeah, these are not RSXs. These are Honda Integra Type Rs. Pretty much the original version of the RSX. They got the nice wings that the RSXs never got. And the white one's pretty much the same here. Just they both came from a used lot, so yeah, hopefully I can replace them with some better ones soon. We have another custom from Diecast Car Guru. This is the Jaguar S-Type. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with European models, especially Jaguars. But yeah, this is a nice custom, very fitting color to the car. I talked about it in the mail call video. I just love the custom. You can't really tell it's custom. Seems like something that would be done to Jaguar, and I absolutely love it. So of course that one's got Maisto rims. Next we got another nice pairing here. We gotta open this one though. It's the Lexus RCF in blue and yellow. I think I bought the lot this one was in thinking it was the BRZ. Oops. They do have a BRZ and I do want it, or maybe it's an 8.6, I don't remember. It is blue. But here's the Lexus RCF in orange. It's just a regular RCF, so, you know, no carbon fiber anywhere. Nice headlight details, Lexus grille, taillights, and RCF on the back. That's all you get. Pretty good looking. But I like the blue, I think. The orange is a very rare color on the real vehicles, but I think they look amazing in blue. Especially the track edition. Blue with the carbon fiber is just awesome. It's just awesome. This one's got nice headlight details, although they can't seem to hit their mark like a Hot Wheel. The grill is a separate piece, which is a nice trend from Welly that I've never realized before making this video, of the separate piece grills. Like the rear diffuser, too. Very intricate exhaust details there, too. They carve that out nice. Lexus badge on the trunk. They almost look like an IS from the rear end, too. And then, whoa, it's a coupe. Yeah, that blue is gorgeous. I love the metallic. And one more Lexus here. This is the SC, the final generation SC. Of course, these wheels aren't nearly as unique as the real one. And yeah, the front wheels have came out of the suspension piece. I could probably drill it apart and put them back in there, which, you know, it's not mint, so I won't feel bad about drilling it apart. But I just haven't gotten around to it. So, but yeah, I love the SC. Amazing, amazing. A lot of these obscure European brands like Welly have done it. I know Real Toy did it. Did Motormax? No. Tomica did it, of course, because it's a... Yeah, there's one other that I'm blanking on, too. I don't remember. But moving into Mazda. Oh, yeah. Got a Mazda CX-5. A strange one. Another strange one. But I'm sure it's definitely popular in Japan. Because the Tomica one is. But I think they nailed this color. Now, Mazdas are pretty frequently at my garage. I can't say frequently, right? But, and this color seems about right. It's actually like a black and green metallic mixed in there. And you know, you can kind of see it here. This is exactly how the real ones look. They absolutely nailed this. All of Mazda's colors are super unique. And yeah, love to see them. And they always just look so nice. So well put together. These pre-facelifts are okay. They didn't really age really well. Or is this the first gen? I think it's first gen. The second gen is the... Well, second gen. It's not a facelift. But I think those ones are a little better looking. I love the simplicity of these old ones, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they age really well. Because you look at it and like, yeah, that's old. But like the second gen in 2017, it doesn't look like a 2017 compared to, you know, some of the Fords and stuff. 2017 Fords did not age very well. And maybe it's just the way the design language has changed among the brands. And Mazda really hasn't, besides the headlights and taillights. They're always super simplistic silhouettes. The sides of the vehicles are always pretty smooth. You know, there's not many body lines or anything to change. The grills are always the same anyway. Yeah, love Mazda. All right, now we got a ton of Mercedes models. Here we have the AMG GT. This one's from Diecast Car Guru. This one's not a custom. It's just, he sent it to me. He said, you definitely need this in your collection. I'm like, all right. Yeah, love it. Love it. I've been liking the AMG GT lately. I've been saying I'm on a Mercedes click, mostly with big sedans like this, the C-Class. But I do like the AMG GT. I can't speak in this video. But yeah, here's the C-Class. This is a custom from Diecast Car Guru. Same color the Audi was. Not a color I would think would work on this car, but it totally does. Yeah, I totally need more of these C-Classes too. I want to make some two-tone ones. That'd be awesome. Here we have the CLK. Right? Yeah, CLK. Coupe. The proportions on this are weird. I can't tell if mine's just like crushed or something. The roof looks funny. And then the rear end sags, which, I don't know, the wheels are in their bracket. Don't know why it does that. The front has suspension too, but I don't know why the rear sags like that. Maybe it's time to get a mint one. This one I just got in a lot and decided to keep it. Oh yeah, the roof is crushed. Didn't even notice that. Yeah, well, jeez. Yeah, that is crushed. Okay. Well, that answers my question, though it still kind of looks like normal over here. See, okay, well, you don't see that side in the case. And then we got a Mercedes-Benz M-Class, I think they call it. Yeah, we know this in the US as the ML. And its use in Jurassic Park, the third movie, right? Or second. I don't remember. I think it was second. This one does not get an inserted grille, though. Actually, none of the Mercedes do. Oh, one of them does. We'll get to that. No, oh, well, the AMG AMG GT good too. Here's the ML. This has got some different wheels on it. And these rims are normally used by some of those cheap Chinese brands you find in the Dollar General and Dollar Trees and Family Dollars and Real Deals. All of those. But I guess they originated from Welly, and they were just cloned by the fake brands. There's your ML. That is one side of the case completed. A very unique selection of vehicles, oddly colorful. Let's flip it around and get the remaining ones in there. It looks like I will have enough room. But, oh boy. Hold on, I guess I need 2 hands. I'm not that fancy. I'm just not that guy. All right. Continuing with Mercedes. Oh, look, you can see them all back there. Got the S-Class. So this one here is a custom from Diecast Car Guru, and this one is a original. Now, it doesn't seem like the older one here has working suspension, but the new one does. Oh, maybe. Yeah, the new one does. So are these the same car? They look the same. Weird. Or maybe just the suspension. Oh no, the rear's working. The front's kind of stiff though. Okay, so it does have suspension. Yeah, so this is a nice gunmetal gray. Very fitting, another very fitting color for the Mercedes S-Class. Now I've got, yeah, the front one is stiff. The wheels are getting stuck in their positions. Oh well, better stop messing with it. How old is this thing? It might crumble. That one goes to the top, and then we have the very nice red one here, which totally is not a fitting color for an S-Class, but it looks really good. Of course, there's just an off-centered... Oh, well, no, maybe it is centered. Mercedes badge on the hood there. And the grille, kind of plain looking. Yeah, no tail lights. But yeah, it does have suspension. And up to the top. And here's something we are totally not familiar with in the US. This is a Mercedes R-Class. Or V-Class. V-Class, R-Class. What is the R-Class? The R-Class is the minivan, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's the minivan wagon looking thing. This is an V-Class. So this is a transit van product debut. Wow. Transit-like van that predates the Sprinter. This kind of looks like a Volkswagen Euro van. But yeah, Victor Plus. I don't know the decos on this one. I probably won't mind finding a better one. The wheels are also super dry rotted on this because the rubber shrinks and then, you know, it doesn't have anywhere to go. So, into Mitsubishi. These are some Mitsubishi Canters, and they are indefinitely Tomica clones. Now, the interesting thing to know, I decided to keep them together. This one is a Welly, but this one is a real toy. So they've both cloned the Tomica casting. You can see they're pretty much identical. They're both Mitsubishi Canters. They even have the C badge on the front there. And they both are American Airlines. So, whatever. I don't know why I'm like having speech issues. Here's one that Diecast Car Guru just helped me get. This is the Mitsubishi Pajero. Absolutely love this. Malcolm's pretty fresh on YouTube if you like to check it out. It's the latest one. Yeah, I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. And a friend of his was selling it and just, hey, you want it? Yes. Yes, I do. This thing is awesome. This thing is awesome. Right in there. Into Nissan. Here's the R34. This is a new casting last year, I believe. The Nissan Skyline GTR R34. And this actually looks better than the Mini GT one somehow. The wing is actually plastic. And it's painted. It actually matches pretty decently. And there's taillights. They're decent size. This is better than the original Tomica casting too. It sits kind of high though. Well, he also does a larger scale R34, which would be totally fun to get. And here's a R35 GTR. Although I don't like saying R35 because that's not what it is. It's just a GTR. Technically, the R35 is the G35, which is why it's the 35. This is not an official R35, but either way, there it is. Okay, I almost thought. Oh, I just knocked a Volvo off the desk. I almost thought those were the same rims. They're not. Let me grab that Volvo before I forget about it. All right. Now here is a Welly from the Tomica era. Again, I don't know if they were actually working with Tomica or if they cloned them, but this is identical casting to the Tomica 280 SX or 280Z. They call it the Fairlady 280Z. The Tomica is just the Fairlady. Yeah, pretty much identical casting. Well, but the funny thing is, this one's not a Tomica clone. This is its own thing. And like even the wheels here are Tomica. But this one's its own thing. It's smaller than the Tomica. And it's got less detail. So, I don't know. I don't know where half these older Wellys come from. I think they're even sold in the US too. Well, these ones actually are maybe Japanese. These ones come from Japan, but this one might have been sold in the US. Like dollar store or something. Here you have a Opel Astra, or if you are in the US and know your car is Saturn Astra, just a rebadged Opel Astra, because GM was super lazy in the early 2000s, but that led to some very rare vehicles. Recently got this from the mail call from the same person Diecast Car Guru got the Pajero from for me. I just love weird cars and I wanted an Astra, so. And there isn't a Saturn Astra in 164 yet, so Opel Astra it is. Another weird German, or actually this is French, the Opel's German. This is the 208, the Peugeot 208. Pullback. I had the freewheeling one too, but I sold it because this one's in better condition. But this doesn't have taillight details for some reason. The freewheeling one did. Yeah, I think this is the only one in diecast. And yeah, mine's in pretty good shape, so go with it. Rubber tires, pullback engine. Then we got the Peugeot 204, or no, 407, yes. Kind of looks like a Dodge Intrepid, a little bit. The second-gen Intrepids. But yeah, another unique vehicle that I don't think exists in 164, unless No Rev did it. That's probably the only other hope. No Rev loves the French cars. Majorette does sometimes, but they don't do all of them. No Rev has a better chance of doing it, but yeah, super cool. It's like a big coupe, or at least it looks big because I don't know how big it actually is. We don't get these in the US, but it looks like a large coupe, kind of luxurious. I know you Europeans are gonna laugh at me calling a Peugeot luxurious because they aren't, but yeah. Here we have a Toyota Supra, another Tomica clone. Tomica wheels, opening doors like a Tomica. Yeah, the whole shebang. But super cool. Oh, it's a Celica. It's a Celica Supra. But yeah, very, very weird. Although the Tomica one, I don't think had whatever this is on the back. But I don't know. I don't have that casting. That one's from I got this a long time ago from Diecast Car. This is probably one of the first things he sent to me. Oh no, got some hair sticking around. Toyota Corolla. Or is it Camry? No, it's Corolla. This era of Corolla and Camry just blends together for me because the front ends were nearly identical. And it's just, you can't really, well, I personally have a hard time telling them apart unless they're next to each other. But yeah, super cool that Welly did a Corolla. I love it. I don't know if they did a Camry. I think they're all Corollas. Kind of got like the sports effect body kit to it too. Here's a Land Cruiser Prado. This was one of my first Wellys, I believe. Got this from my Tomica dealer, like way back in like COVID era. Don't flag my video because I said that, but it was that long ago. Love the Prado. I think there's even a video about this on my channel somewhere. Maybe one of the only Welly videos. Volkswagen Beetle. Love it. Yeah, I can't go very, as I'm sitting here wrapping up, I can tell you I can't go very in-depth on these. There really isn't much lore to them anyway. But yeah, I know the Tomica lore. You know if you've watched that whole video. By the way, go check that out because I've got a giveaway in there, and I think I'm going to end it at the end of the year here. So get your entry in before it's too late. And just look at me talk and yap for about Tomicas for 2 hours. Here we have the Volkswagen Golf. This is the new generation Golf. I think it looks very good. The Matchbox one looks very good. So let's see what this one looks like. I believe these are new wheels. They sort of look like Tesla Model 3 rims from the original Tesla Model 3, the 2018, 2019. That's what those wheels look like. But yeah, if I remember, I'll put a photo up, but that's just, they just hit me, and now I just can't unsee that. I do like the fact that this one gets intricate headlight details. That's different. Lower grille, out of all of these, this is the only one to have it. I don't know about other Wellys because I don't have them, but lower grille's separate piece. Volkswagen badge, headlight details, and yeah, no taillight details, but Volkswagen badge, GTI. Super cool. Love the fact that it has the intricate headlight details and the Tesla rims. And last, but certainly not least, the Volvo XC90. Yeah, okay, make sure it's not an XC60, but no, that's definitely an XC90 rear end. I like that it's the new body style. Super cool choice from Welly. And I totally hope they do more Volvos soon. The emblem looks amazing. Awesome release. And that finishes off our case here. Or my case. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Would you enjoy? Would you like to see more videos like this? Because I think I can do a majorette one. Yeah, maybe that will come if you guys want to see more. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.